Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch, teammates at Stewart Haas Racing, are among those contenders who came up short at the Tricky Triangle. Each has won twice this year and is safely in the chase, but neither had a very good day on Sunday.
Right behind me, as you can see, the media frenzy for Ben Carson, the frontrunner of the GOP right now. One of the more successful candidates coming in. He did stumble at times tonight. Well, we're only 3 weeks in here at CU, but it's clear to see that this is probably one of the best tailgates we're going to find on this campus. So Jim, Scott, everybody, can we get a big go Buffs here? How people might not be allowed into the debate at the Coors Event Center, which is directly in front of me by only about 40 or 50 yards. They are having their voices heard here on the Coble Business Field. Colorado will be facing off the 3rd out of 4 tomorrow against number 2 seeded Oregon. Ben Carson's late surge, as well as Jeb Bush's recent budget cuts, might lead to some fireworks, and economics will be the focus of the debate here in Boulder. They ran for 380 yards against UMass last week, but the pass game is something that really hasn't established itself yet. They haven't thrown for more than 225 yards in the first 2 weeks. Last year, if you had said that, it would have been crazy. This was one of the best passing teams in the nation last year. Franklin Field historically is one of the best tailgate sites on this campus. So today, we're going to head over to the Jeff Myers tailgate in this week's edition of Sports Mag Tailgate Spotlight. Rap history remembers a song by T.I. entitled Swagga Like Us. The hook, adapted from MIA's hit song Paper Planes, reads, "No one on the corner has swagga like us." Well, if there were ever a song to describe the Colorado men's and women's cross-country teams, that's it. This is one of my favorite plays that emphasizes how good Josh Gott is. Watch this. You got 1, 2, 3 players all coming to triple, and he could draw the foul leader, but instead he sees Wes Gordon on the backside, pass the ball to Wes, and that's a wide-open dunk. High percentage looks that are just the right plays, and Josh Gott has been an absolute pro at making them so far this season. Coming up after the break, CU Cross Country was charged up in 2013, went back-to-back in 2014, and now they're looking for the three-peat. We've got the latest on the Buff season opener against Colorado State after the break. Later on in the game, it's a reverse to Phil Lindsay. No, it's actually a reverse to Nelson Spruce, but watch this. Linebacker Scooby Wright tries to come in and find Nelson Spruce. Spruce instead makes Scooby go ruh-roh, touchdown, Cephalou foul. Buffs still holding fast. It's like a packed schedule this weekend, so be sure to support your Buffs. But if you can't make it to the game, you can always do what I do and take to Twitter.
So Matt Kenseth scores his second win of the season, as well as the 4th consecutive win for the white-hot Joe Gibbs Racing team. Brad Keselowski overcame his scary pit road incident to finish second, and you also see solid top 10 runs for several drivers that really needed them. Among that group, Chase Hopeful's Jeff Gordon in 3rd and Clint Boyer in 8th. Reporting live from the spin room at the University of Colorado at Boulder, I'm Andrew Haubner, CU Independent.
Despite being the 3A Player of the Year in Colorado, Ryan Moeller was only offered the chance to walk on to CU's football team, so he took it. And now he's one of the most integral parts of a resurgent Buffalo's defense.
You know, looking back, I didn't even know if I thought I'd see this happen or this day come, but it's here now, and so I just got to make it happen.
While he had offers from various FCS and Division II schools, Moeller always wanted to come to Boulder.
I never wanted to be unsure, or I never wanted to have that thought of, could I have made it? And so really what that driving factor was coming and trying my best out in the Pac-12 and one of the best conferences.
This Saturday, Ryan Moeller will be starting against the University of Oregon in front of over 40,000 people at Folsom Field. But his career started in more humble beginnings, here, Rifle, Colorado, roughly 3.5 hours from his new home in Boulder.
I've seen a lot of pretty special athletes, and you could tell that Ryan could have fit in any environment and been special on the football field.
The 2 Division I in-state schools didn't offer Ryan a scholarship, and head coach Damon Wells contends that it's just a product of a system that doesn't pay much attention to the smaller schools in the state.
I fully believe that because of where we are, a lot of Division I coaches don't think that there are a ton of quality athletes that come out of this area, and I think that's part of the special thing that Ryan's accomplishing right now is he's showing the possibility for all kids everywhere.
I think a lot of it comes from a dream, really. You think about where you want to go in your future and how you're going to get there, and walking on here was definitely the first option and the first step to that dream.
Andrew Haubner, CU Sports Mag.
You can't talk about college football without talking about tailgates. So Sports Mag has embarked on a journey this fall to find the best tailgate on the campus of the University of Colorado at Boulder. This is Sports Mag Tailgate Spotlight.
So last week we were in Denver for the Rocky Mountain Showdown, but today we're back up in Boulder where the Buffaloes are going to play the Nickel State Colonels. So today we're going to head over to the Jim Wannigan tailgate for a very unique trailer that came all the way from the SEC.
But I actually bought this from a guy out of Athens, Georgia, and I had it shipped up here.
Jim Wannigan is no stranger to tailgating. He drives up to Boulder every single weekend from Missouri for the home games. So to make everything easier, he piled it into a truck, which he got out of SEC country.
This is for this whole setup is only our second year.
Wow.
And I think we have the only tailgate trailer at sea right now.
While the trailer is only 2 years old, Jim has been tailgating at CU for over 30 years, and his best friend Scott, a season ticket holder for over half a century, has become one of the key members in what he calls a tailgate family.
Jim and I have been friends since we were 10, grew up in Boulder, and so we get family and friends to join us here, and it keeps getting to be a little bit larger group of family and friends, and you know, we're all diehard Buffs fans, and it just makes it so much fun to be able to share all this with true Buffs fans and good friends and family.
So when you guys look at the food, you mentioned that you have Santiago's early in the morning, but you're going and cook burgers and brats.
Well,
do you guys ever have any kind of unique foods that you bring out?
Well, last week, I should say, at Sports Authority, we actually cooked strip steaks. So we had steaks, but that's kind of a thing we started when CU plays CSU. We bring out the steaks. So that's kind of our top echelon gourmet food, but generally if it's an early game, we do the burritos because they're easy, and then we'll switch to burger and brats in the afternoon. We've done barbecued chicken, we've done barbecued steak, pulled pork, pulled beef, that sort of thing. Beef brisket, anything that people like to eat.
While it may seem this way, this tailgate didn't start up overnight. It's been the result of long years and Colorado's eventual foray into the Pac-12 Conference.
And it used to be we would tailgate over in the Gold Lot, over by Franklin Field, and we had a van. You'd pull out one table, and whatever people would bring. I mean, this is so much more organized, and it just, like Jim was saying, it sets it up so easily this way. The teardown's easy, and it just really is kind of the evolution of tailgating. So, as I always have said, we have never lost a tailgate party.
Well, we're only 3 weeks in here at CU, but it's clear to see that this is probably one of the best tailgates we're going to find on this campus. So Jim, Scott, everybody, can we get a big Go Buffs here? That's all the time we have for Sports Mag Tailgate Spotlight. I'm Andrew Haubner. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you next week.